Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive.
Glad to be here.
We're going to be talking about the future of education today.
Yeah, pretty hot topic right now.
It really is, and we're going to be diving deep into the world of learning engineering.
Exciting stuff.
It is exciting. It sounds a little technical, maybe.
It does, a little bit.
But trust me, it's way more interesting than it sounds.
Oh, absolutely.
We're really going to break down what it is, how it works,
Yeah.
and why it should matter to you as someone interested in the future of learning, the future of education.
Definitely.
And we're going to be taking a close look at the online classroom design model,
Okay.
which, again, sounds a little technical,
It does.
but I promise it's more exciting than it sounds.
Think of it this way. What if every online course you ever took was designed specifically for you,
Oh, wow.
with the content tailored to your interests and learning style?
Yeah.
That's the kind of future we're talking about.
So almost like having a personal tutor available 24/7, but way cooler.
Exactly.
Because it involves cutting-edge technology, AI,
Right.
all this cool stuff, insights into how our brains actually learn best.
Yeah, you see with this shift towards online learning,
Right.
there's a huge opportunity to make education more accessible
Yeah.
to more people than ever before.
Yeah.
But we also need to make sure it's engaging and effective.
Right. Because just clicking next on a slideshow, it's
Exactly.
not really inspiring anyone.
It's not inspiring. And that's where learning engineering comes in.
Okay.
It's about combining technology, data science, and what we know about how people learn
Yeah.
to create really effective learning experiences.
So instead of just building a school building,
Right.
we're designing the perfect learning journey.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's applying scientific principles
Wow.
to something as human as learning.
Yeah.
And it's already happening all around us.
It is. And speaking of which, I came across this quote
Okay.
from Kolodner. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But
Yeah.
he's one of the leading voices in learning engineering. And this quote really got me thinking.
Okay.
He says, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here,
Sure.
that learning engineering is about bridging the gap between research and reality.
Interesting.
So taking all those great discoveries, all that research about how our brains learn best,
Right.
and actually putting it into practice.
He's spot on, yeah. For years, we've had these two worlds, right? The world of education
Right.
and then the world of cognitive science, how the brain works.
Right.
Learning engineering, it's about bringing them together, finally.
It really feels like it's about time, you know?
It is. It is.
Like, we've known about this stuff for so long, but it's like finally someone's putting it into action.
Yes.
But now there seems to be this debate about just how much ground learning engineering should cover.
Okay.
And one of our sources, this paper by Lee,
Right.
dives into this whole question of what is learning engineering, really?
Yeah.
Because it's like, is it just about the technology?
Right.
Or is it about the whole enchilada of how people learn best?
That's a great way to put it, yeah. It's a debate worth having.
Oh.
Some researchers are really focused on the tech side. You know, algorithms, data,
Yeah.
personalizing those learning paths.
Right.
But others argue it needs to be much broader,
Okay.
that it's not just about the tools, but understanding the entire learning process.
So it's not enough to just have, like, fancy new learning apps.
It
It's
isn't.
about designing those apps with the deep understanding of how people learn.
You got it. You have to understand how people learn
Okay.
to build really good learning technology.
So how do we actually put this into practice?
Right.
That's what I want to know.
That brings us to the heart of today's deep dive.
Yeah.
The online classroom design model.
Okay.
Now,
When I first heard that online classroom design model, I thought,
Yeah.
oh no, not another dry blueprint.
right.
But it's so much more than that.
It is, yeah.
So tell me more.
It's much more dynamic than the name might suggest.
Okay.
It boils down to 4 key elements: content, assessment, interaction, and feedback.
Okay.
These work together to create a truly effective online learning experience.
All right. So let's break it down.
Okay.
Content seems like a good place to start.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're not just talking about your grandma's static textbooks here.
So none of that.
No. We're talking about interactive simulations, engaging videos,
Okay.
maybe even a podcast or two.
Okay.
It's about bringing that information to life.
That makes a lot of sense. Engaging with the material is so much more powerful than just passively absorbing it. So what comes next?
So next up is assessment.
Okay.
Now, before you start thinking about pop quizzes in high school,
Yeah, please, no.
this is not about memorizing facts and figures.
Okay, good.
It's about really understanding what you're learning.
So how do we make assessment more, I don't know, learner-friendly?
It's about focusing on application and feedback.
Yeah.
Imagine quizzes that are more like interactive puzzles or projects
Oh, I like that.
where you get to actually use what you're learning.
Yeah, make it real.
Exactly. Exactly. It's about making it a valuable part of the process,
Not a chore, right.
not a chore. Yeah.
More like a challenge, almost.
Exactly. And this ties into the third element, which is interaction.
Okay.
Remember those online courses where you just felt like you were talking into the void?
Oh, been there.
Nobody there.
Yeah, it's like shouting into the abyss.
Exactly. Well, in this model, interaction is key. We're talking about online spaces where you can actually connect with other learners.
Okay, so kind of like virtual study groups.
Virtual study groups, peer-to-peer mentoring, even simulations
Wow.
where you can work together to solve problems.
So it's really taking like the best parts of being in a real classroom,
Yes.
like that energy, bouncing ideas off each other,
Collaboration, yeah.
and bringing it online.
Precisely.
I like it.
And here's where it gets really interesting. We're not just talking about replicating the classroom.
Okay.
We're talking about using technology to create something even better.
Even better. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got the content, how we're being assessed, we're interacting. What's the final piece?
Feedback.
Okay.
And not just the good job or needs improvement kind of feedback.
Yeah.
We're talking about personalized feedback.
Oh, okay.
That helps you understand your strengths.
So this is where like the AI comes in.
This is where AI comes in, yeah.
Okay.
Imagine an online writing platform that not only checks your grammar and spelling,
Yeah.
but also analyzes your writing style,
Oh, wow.
gives you feedback on how to make your arguments stronger.
That's amazing. It's like having your own personal editor.
Exactly.
Sign me up.
And it goes even deeper than that.
Okay.
AI can actually analyze how you're learning
Right.
and then create a personalized learning path just for you.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so it's adapting to your needs as you go.
So it's not just about like getting feedback on what you've done. It's about having the whole learning experience
Yeah.
tailored for you.
Personalized learning.
Wow. One of the articles we read, I think it was by Baker, Bozer, and Snow,
Right, yeah.
they suggested that AI could actually help us predict which learning strategies will be most effective.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
That's wild.
Before you even start a course.
That blows my mind a little bit, to be honest, to think we can know that much.
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Mm.
And that's really what this is all about.
It's about making learning better for everyone.
For everyone, making it more engaging, more effective.
Yeah, more fun too, right?
More fun, definitely.
I mean, who doesn't like a little fun with their learning?
Right. Nobody wants a boring class.
Exactly. No more boring classes.
And speaking of the future of learning, you know what part really got me thinking?
What's that? That section about envisioning tomorrow's classroom, it really felt like we were stepping into a time machine.
It did, didn't it?
I mean, the part about educators being able to input their syllabus and their lesson plans,
Right.
and then the AI would help generate interactive content
Wow.
for different learning styles.
Yeah.
It's like having an assistant who can speak student, like, fluently.
It's really powerful, and it speaks to something really important.
What's that?
Learning engineering isn't about replacing teachers.
Okay.
It's about giving them superpowers.
Okay, I like that.
By taking care of some of those tedious tasks, AI can free educators up
Right.
to focus on mentoring students, facilitating discussions.
So it's kind of like teachers want to teach, they don't want to be cutting out construction paper.
Exactly.
Like AI can handle all the digital busy work.
It can handle all that.
But of course, there are always challenges that come with new technology.
Of course, yeah.
So what are some of the things we need to be thinking about?
Well, we need to use this technology thoughtfully and ethically.
Right. Yeah.
You know, things like data privacy,
Right.
making sure these technologies benefit everyone.
Absolutely. We don't want to leave anyone behind.
Exactly. It's a
Yeah.
conversation we need to keep having.
Yeah. It almost reminds me of like the early days of the internet where it was just like
Right.
all this excitement about the possibility, but we also had to figure out how to
How to use it.
use it responsibly.
Exactly.
And it sounds like we're doing that with learning engineering too, which is good.
Yeah, it's a journey, isn't it?
It is. It's a journey. And we're learning as we go.
All the time.
Well, we've only just scratched the surface today.
We have, but hopefully we've sparked some new ideas.
Absolutely, given our listeners some food for thought.
Food for thought, exactly.
But before we go, I want to leave everyone with a question
Oh, yeah?
to ponder. So imagine you're designing the online classroom of the future.
Okay.
What does it look like?
I love that.
What features does it have? How's it helping learners thrive?
It's a great question.
Yeah, because it's really up to us to create this future.
It is, yeah.
So thank you to everyone for joining us on this deep dive
Yes, thank you.
into the world of learning engineering. We hope you found it as fascinating as we did.
We did.
And don't forget to check out the show notes for links to all the research we discussed.
Yes, please do.
And the next time somebody asks you about the future of education, you'll be ready.
You'll be an expert.
That's right, with all the answers, or at least more questions.
That's how we learn.
That's how we learn. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.